Long ago, in a peaceful kingdom surrounded by silver lakes and whispering woods, there lived a prince named Adrian. He was brave, gentle, and deeply loved by his people. Yet, despite all his blessings, he felt incomplete. He longed not just for a wife, but for a true princess, one whose heart was as pure as her crown was bright. The queen, wise and kind, often reminded her son, "A true princess, my dear, is not known by her jewels or silks, but by the goodness that stirs within her soul." Prince Adrian took these words to heart, and so, with courage and hope, he began his search across distant lands. He visited kingdoms where palaces sparkled like glass, and princesses danced in gowns woven with gold. But though many smiled sweetly, their hearts were proud or cold. One princess spoke only of her beauty, another boasted of her riches. A third, clever as she was, had no kindness for those beneath her. Disheartened, the prince returned home, believing perhaps a true princess no longer existed. Yet his mother comforted him with a knowing smile. "When the right heart finds you, my son," she said, "you will not need to search." Weeks passed until one stormy evening, thunder rolled across the castle towers and rain fell in sheets of silver. Just as the prince and queen sat by the fire, a soft knock echoed through the hall. The guards opened the gate, and there stood a young woman, drenched and trembling. "I am Princess Erin of the Western Vale," she said, her voice quiet but steady. "My kingdom was taken by a cruel uncle. I fled into the storm with nothing but hope. May I shelter here tonight?" The prince and queen exchanged curious glances. Many had claimed to be princesses before, yet few spoke with such grace even in despair. The queen, thoughtful as ever, decided to test her in a way no false princess could pass. That night, the queen ordered a feather from the royal swan, the softest, purest feather in the land, to be placed beneath 10 velvet quilts and 10 silk sheets. "If she is truly noble of spirit," the queen whispered, "she will sense what others cannot." Princess Erin was shown to her chamber. Though the bed was grand and warm, she could not rest. All night, something beneath her felt strange, not painful, but troubling, like a whisper she could not ignore. She turned, sighed, and prayed for morning to come. At dawn, the queen entered and asked gently, "My dear, did you sleep well?" Erin smiled faintly. "Your home is beautiful, Your Majesty, but something in the bed kept me awake, a lightness, as if my heart were unsettled by it." The queen's eyes twinkled. The feather of truth had done its work. Only one with a truly sensitive soul could have felt it. The prince, seeing Erin's honesty and grace, felt something stir in his heart. Not the thrill of beauty, but the peace of finding what he had always sought. In the days that followed, Erin's gentleness touched everyone in the castle. She tended to the garden herself, spoke kindly to the servants, and thanked even the guards who stood in the rain. Wherever she went, warmth followed. Soon, the kingdom celebrated their union. Bells rang, lanterns floated into the night sky, and laughter filled the streets. The people rejoiced, for their prince had found not just a princess, but a heart pure enough to guide a kingdom. And in the royal treasury, beside the gold and jewels, rested a single white feather in a crystal case. It reminded all who saw it that true nobility lies not in titles or treasures, but in the tenderness of one's heart.